Roger Stone here. Every day you wait, your money loses value, but gold and silver don't follow those same rules. American Sovereign Bullion gives you access to a nationwide wholesaler network, helping you secure aggressive pricing on real physical metals. Call 844-272-2428 now to get your free gold and silver guide to learn how to protect your wealth with physical gold and silver, delivered right to your door or with a gold IRA. Visit asbgold.com. That's asbgold.com for your free gold and silver guide today.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi. Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Now, at a new time slot on Friday afternoon at 5:15, the number one economist in our country, Larry Kudlow. Larry, how are you today?
Bye, kids. Bye.
Hi, Larry. How are you, Larry?
Hello.
7,400 on the S&P. Would you have believed it 3 months ago?
Heck yeah. Absolutely.
And how do they say, to the moon, Larry?
The Kudlow Trust is doing very well. It's all good.
How do you feel? Tell us about what the pulse of what's going on.
Well, I think the big news is it's just how strong the economy is. So, all the lefty media harps daily on energy prices, especially gasoline, which of course has gone up to about $4.50, wherever it is. Okay, but what they don't tell you is it's had a minimal effect, really, on the economy. So you're getting good jobs numbers, you're getting good ISM numbers, you're getting very low initial unemployment claims, you're getting huge profits, which are the mother's milk of stocks, you're getting big productivity. And incidentally, if you look under the hood of today's jobs number, the category that's doing the best are the blue-collar workers, the production workers, not the white-collar workers. It's the blue-collar workers who are actually doing the best. I think a lot of that is because we finally closed the border and we're deporting a number of illegals. But anyway, today's jobs number was strong, private sector strong, but it's emblematic of the rest of the economy. Almost every number in the last couple months has been strong, and that includes the stock market. And
it's unbelievable. And the fact is, what President Trump is, you know him for a long time too, and you worked next to him side by side. Him and the Chinese leader, Xi.
Yep.
They have a deal already?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I'm not aware of it.
But I'm just asking you your gut feeling.
My gut tells me no. My gut tells me, actually, we're going into this meeting too soon because we haven't solved the Iran, what you might call the final touches. But, you've had a 4-week ceasefire. I mean, don't get me wrong. I totally support Trump in this war. But you've had a 4-week ceasefire and nothing from Iran. No unconditional surrender, no nothing. And they're still fighting us in the Strait of Hormuz. So, in fact, oddly enough, Iran just attacked and picked off a Chinese tanker. So China is probably helping us or trying to help us by putting the heat on Iran. And my guess is that's going to occupy the meetings next weekend between Xi and Trump. I think originally it was going to be a trade discussion. We have a lot of vexing trade issues with China that are still unsolved, including purchasing our farm commodities and other things, including oil. But I don't think they're going to get there. I think it's going to all be about Iran. Well, I really do.
Well, Larry, I mean, we both we had dinner the other night, and we talked about it. And I think there's two Irans. I think there's an Iran that wants peace, and I think there's an Iran that doesn't want peace.
Well,
so the I think my belief is the reason President Trump said last night that how did you say it, Rita? He says a couple of skirmishes, or
he called it a love tap.
A love tap.
Yeah, like it was just a little bit of a trifling love tap. That's how he put it, Larry.
Yes, we covered it, but it's very hard to sort out the factionalism. But having said that, there is no question that the Revolutionary Guard, the IRGC, is in control, and the Parliamentary Party is an offshoot of all these radical Islamists. The one part of that calculation that you're looking at it in detail is the so-called regular army, which we have not bombed and which are not made up of fanatical, radical Islamists. They're conscripts. They're draftees. And they're not in bed with that. They don't own businesses the way the IRGC does. But they haven't shown up on the radar screen for discussions. And I don't think that's who we're negotiating with. And so Rubio today, as you undoubtedly reported, Rubio today said you have to make up your mind about this so-called alleged one-page document. It's a document, by the way. It's not a final document. It's a document that will allow to open up further negotiations, which I don't like at all. But that's the fix we're in. So we'll see whether whether they say yes, no, maybe, whatever. And my hunch is bombing will wind up being resumed. That's what's going to happen here.
Well, there's some breaking news here. I don't know if it's out in the press yet, from oil people. The refinery in Louisiana, Chalamet, has had an explosion, and it's completely down. And they recently invested $600 million in that to produce diesel. Refinery completely down. I don't know what that means, and but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, that's a different story, but I hope nobody was hurt.
So the kinetic action that you're talking about, Larry, Ed Cox here, does it happen before the meeting with Xi, or does it happen afterwards? I
don't know the answer to that, Ed. And I guess you could say it will happen afterwards, but I wouldn't be so sure. Yep. I don't think the president feels constrained to get permission from China or anybody else.
Yeah, the meeting will go ahead. I'll predict if it happens before, the meeting will still go ahead, despite.
I would guess so. I mean, look, there's a lot of China experts, and I am sympathetic to this. They're saying, in effect, China has left its ally Iran. They don't like them. It's costing them oil. It's costing them blood and treasure. And as I said, Iran just stole one of their boats. They went after them, and this is in the Gulf, in the Strait of Hormuz. So China is not keen on what Iran is doing, and probably would like to see an end to it. And for all I know, may be helping us. But you just listen. You got crazy people running Iran. That is the problem. That has been the problem for 47 years, and that is the problem tonight. Crazy people. And there's no peacenik faction. The moderates are not moderate. All right? There are moderates in Iran, but they're not running the show. So I don't know how it's going to end. am not in possession of the kind of information that one needs to have to make decisions. I think Israel is ready to go. Israel has been the predominant bombing faction in our alliance, and I think they're ready to take out. They've been in charge of human resources and personnel. I think they're ready to take out.
That's a great way to put it, Larry. We love that
one. They're ready to take out this new gang of thugs that thinks it's in charge. God bless Israel.
Yeah, God. By the way, they took out the Hezbollah leader this week, too. So they're already working their human resources this week already, Larry.
I'm telling you, and they're not really keen on this Iranian crowd either. I don't think they're going to be hired.
I agree.
Larry Kudlow, you're on at 10 o'clock tomorrow, 10 to 1, and the number one show on Saturday mornings on Larry Kudlow tells us where the heck is going to happen next week in advance.
Some of them are not going to make it home tonight, John. That's my forecast.
Yeah.
Larry, thank you.
Larry,
have a great weekend.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Take care.
Thank you.
The Marine Toys for Tots foster care program is bringing hope to children who need it most. Every 2 minutes, a child enters foster care, often with only a small bag of belongings. More than 400,000 children face trauma and uncertainty, many before age 8. This May, during Foster Care Awareness Month, Toys for Tots is creating Room for Joy. In 2025, nearly 375,000 children received comfort through toys, books, and essentials, reminding them they are not alone. Donate now and change a child's life.